Welcome to part 4 of my Pokemon Crystal LP. This is Walrus Games, so let's continue. We just got done battling Joey, and we are starting our journey, starting our gym challenge, I guess. So he will give us his phone number. That's what people can do, as we learned about in the previous episodes, but the phone calls, and remember Professor Elm called us, so Pokemon trainers can do the same thing to whenever he wants to battle. So we're just going to be continuing this little journey. Let's see where it takes us. Oh, we're going to be fighting this guy. These early battles are really not difficult. That's might be a Pidgey, maybe? Yeah, Pidgey. Who is actually resists grass type. So our grass type move, Razor Leaf, will do a little less damage, but not something to worry about. Yeah, it's kind of low leveled, and Razor Leaf is a pretty good move, so we did quite a bit of damage. So want to keep doing this. Just these are not going to be hard battles, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just use whatever stab type move you have. Just kill him. We might even be able to take out this Rattata in one hit. Let's hope. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Chikorita. Nope, Chikorita is not the strongest, as I was noting in the first video. So, can't always expect greatness. But I guess I decided to screw it. I always liked her design, and I don't mind it. I don't mind a slightly weaker Pokemon. I was thinking I wanted to discuss in this upload my history with this game. I was born in 2003, so this game is kind of quite a bit before my time. I didn't experience this growing up or anything like that. But I do remember when Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this game's remake, came out, and I remember playing it pretty close to release. I remember having a Poké Walker, which was like a little Fitbit thing, I guess. That's the kind of the modern equivalent of it. And it was pretty interesting. I quite liked that game. That's probably my favorite Pokemon game if I had to choose. I played it a few times, beat it a few times. I always liked it. I got into Crystal probably a few years later than that, maybe 2014. I found an old Game Boy cart of it, and that's when Pokemon games actually weren't like $300. So it was probably, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't it was $10 at a market or something, but it was maybe 50 at most, maybe 60. It's like the price of a new video game, and it was just the cart just sitting there. So looking back, it's like so cheap, but then it was even then it was a little bit pricey, but it was worth it. I thought. I replaced the battery of it, and I was able to save my game, because that's a common problem with these old ones, is that they rely on, I think, watch batteries, and they can die, and then you won't be able to save your game, or be able to interact with in-game time, like the time where it says it's 4:30. We can check our Pokegear right now. Yeah, it says it's exact time. So that would be broken on the ones that the batteries are broken inside of them. So yeah, I remember you can replace them pretty easily, though. You just gotta unscrew them and put a new one in. It's not the hardest thing ever, but it does kind of damage the original feel of the game, I guess you could say. But yeah. So I didn't really grow up. I didn't grow up knowing this as a current Pokemon game, but I definitely liked it in childhood. I don't think I ever beat Crystal like that, in the cart, but I think I got to the end of the Johto Elite Four, but I did not make it to Red. So yeah, I've beaten this game on emulator though before, in later years. So I'm not the most unfamiliar with it. Okay, we got to Violet City finally. Took us a few random encounters. We're here. Wanted to heal up real quick, and this game is about to get somewhat difficult, actually, because this first gym leader right here, I'll show you. We can actually walk inside. This is a flying type gym leader, so they have us pretty much beat. If we went in there with just our Chikorita, we'd be beat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking for a Pokemon we can get. We're going to be using an Onix, at least for this first, these first few gyms, because it really helps us out. But to get an Onix, you can't just catch one at this point. You need to be able to catch a Bellsprout, which is another grass-type Pokemon, and you can trade it for an Onix in here. So we can show that off right now. If I can find myself a Bellsprout, it'll be a little bit difficult, but shouldn't take too long. Alright, we're back. I got the Bellsprout. It didn't actually take me that long. I was able to get it within a few encounters, so we're going to deal some damage to it. This is catching a Pokemon, in case you've never done this before. I'll teach you, I guess. I can teach you with Bellsprout. I hope I don't kill it. If I kill it, then I'm going to have to find a new one. I hope not. I'm going to tackle it. Come on. Okay. So obviously we're not going to be using the Bellsprout, as I told you. We're just going to be using it to trade for an Onix. So this is not going to be like a mainstay of our team. So we already have a grass type, and grass types aren't even that good to begin with. So, you know, it's a lose-lose in that situation. But Chikorita is the exception. I love Chikorita. So, though most of the Pokemon community does not. So that's a fun little treat. We get to use something rare. Or I guess let's use it. I mean, it's not rare, but you know, people generally don't like Chikorita. No nickname is needed. We're gonna be giving this. We're gonna be going up here real quick. We're gonna be here. I'll show you. Violet City. We're gonna be going into this. I think it's this guy. Yeah, we do have a Bellsprout. Yeah, I'll trade with you. Bellsprout. There's our little Bellsprout right there. We're going to be getting Rocky, I think his name is, the Onix. As I was saying before we caught the Bellsprout, Onix isn't something I plan to use the entire game, especially if it's an Onix. Maybe if it's a Steelix, I'll reconsider. But I will be using Onix for at least the first few gym battles, because he's a good counter to the first three, I would say. Because the first three are Flying, which Onix beats with his rock moves, Bug, which Onix beats with his rock moves again, and then it's a normal type gym leader for the third gym, and the rock type that he is very, very defensive. It resists normal type moves, and his stats are very, very defensive based, so he's able to wall pretty well. But he's pretty weak when it comes to straight damage, so don't rely on him per se. Yeah, his name is Rocky. Yeah, I think he has a berry, maybe a bitter berry, is it? Yeah, bitter berry. I don't know what that is. I think that probably, maybe it's ice. Oh no, if you get confused, you can put that, you can heal confusion. Not a big deal. This is our Onix. So yeah, it will be being used, and because we got him in a trade, his original trainer is not Carter, it's Kyle, it says. That means he'll be easier to train up, actually. So I'm gonna grind him real quick. I'll get back to you when he's done grinding, and then we'll close up the video. So all right, as I said, I just grinded up my Pokemon. You guys can see it if you want. I'll show you. Here's the team. This is Rocky. He is level 9 now, and I brought Chikorita to 10. So just some mild grinding, nothing crazy, but I want to keep everybody in line. We're gonna heal everyone up, and then probably we'll be next episode we'll be going to the Bellsprout Tower, which would be kind of hard for us because our team is actually doesn't do well against Bellsprouts because Chikorita it resists Chikorita's Razor Leaf, and it beats the hell out of Onix, so can't throw Onix onto it. But we'll get to it, and we can go through it pretty easily, I bet, because I feel like they are pretty low leveled, so it shouldn't be too much of a worry. But I'll see you guys next upload, next video. So check it out. I hope you had a good time watching it and learning about my experiences in this game.